Hey guys, welcome back to the All Star Boxing Podcast. This episode is brought to you by VBR Lawyers, one of Queensland's leading personal injury law firms. They have offices all over the place. They've got one in Brisbane City CBD, Corinda at the Brisbane West, and they have Burleigh Heads on the Gold Coast. My good friend Greg Black, he manages the one in Brisbane CBD. So, if you've been injured at work or on the road and need a high quality lawyer who is focused on achieving you the best results while keeping legal costs down, please contact Greg and his team at VBR Lawyers. All right, cool. Welcome back to the All Star Boxing Podcast. This is actually episode 10. So you've all made the double digits episode, and it's been a crazy week for the club with the pros and also the amateurs. And I think the amateurs is still the highlight of the month. So we had 10 athletes attend the Australian titles. Was it last weekend? Just gone?
Yeah, weekend
before.
Yeah.
So we had 10 athletes representing All Star. We had Bailey Goiris. Bailey Goiris, Stewart Taggart, Mackenzie Allen, Jaspaa Stowers, Thomas Haworth, Dixon, Chaise Courtenay, Tahlea Toohey, Tahlea Toohey, Craig Evers, and also our main man, Aaron Grealey, who was also the captain of the Queensland team.
Yeah.
We have also Coach Paul, pretty much the coach of the year, I reckon, and he's really, credit to him for 8 gold and 2 silver out of the 10 athletes that attended the Australian title. So that's pretty massive.
I would say it was a team effort.
Yep, nice.
Coach Herb helped
Coach
the
Herb
and everyone else at All Stars.
So everyone played a valuable role, component to the success at All Star Boxing. And I'll get everyone to name, age, weight division.
Aaron Grealey, under 60 kilograms youth male.
Nice. Age?
16.
Oh, and 16.
Dixon, 48 kilo use. And what was the last one?
Name, age, division.
Dixon, 48 kilo use, and I just said that.
All good. Next one.
Right.
Tom Haworth, 52 kilos, under 15.
Nice. So how did you get the captain title?
It kind of just got announced. It got announced to me and Coach Paul at the airport.
Okay.
And then probably the second day, so the Thursday, before all the fights, we had a team picture, and then it got announced to the entire group that I was team captain, and I had to give a speech.
Real?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Just saying how it was the first Aussies in 3 years since 2019, and that for majority of the younger kids, it'll be their first Australian titles.
Yeah.
So mainly just for them to enjoy the experience, and if you have multiple fights in a row, just to focus on one fight at a time, and then once you win that first fight, then you think about the second fight. So don't jump the gun, just enjoy it.
Wow.
Enjoy the experience.
No wonder why you were chosen as captain.
Thank you.
That's really good. That was a good breakdown. Coaches, so performance with these guys. We'll start with Aaron.
Yep.
So you got best youth men's boxer of the tournament.
Yeah.
So who votes that? All of the officials?
I think it was Jamie Pittman that was picking the boxers, from my understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Good. After time, I felt like I was on cloud 9.
Because I know you had a bit of, you were sick before. I know you've had a bit of back injury, so you've had all these niggles that could play on the mental side of things with big competitions like this.
Yeah.
We all want to go in 100% to the big titles and representations, and it can really dwell on us when there's something wrong in the preparation. So it sounds like you've overcome all of that. You awarded captain, best boxer of the tournament. So massive congrats and good on you.
Thank you.
And you're someone that I see that does all the extra 1%ers too,
Yeah.
you know, outside of the gym. And that's what's important with all these athletes. And even though you're all gold, there's still next year and then the following year, and then it all carries on. So again, we're not going to talk about all of that. It's time for a celebration. You've all done amazing. Coaches, for the boys' performance, Dixon, look amazing as always. What do you reckon?
So Tom, we'll go with Tom. Tom had a pretty hard semi-final there. I think in the fight, I thought he might have lost that first round, but then we changed tactics and he was able to overcome what was going on from the first round. So just a change of tactics that got him the win, I think, in the semis. But his performance in his finals was a lot better. Stuck to tactics, everything worked out in the end for him, so it was good.
Do you have the one fight or two fights? Three?
I had 2 fights.
2 fights.
Yeah, 2 days. 2 fights, 2 days.
Yeah, wow. Have you fought them before?
Nah.
First time?
Yeah.
And was it the style that you felt difficult or?
Yeah, in the first fight, he was like more in and out boxer, like a long range sort of boxer. So the tactic we had in the first round, he was better at. Had to change it, and it worked. So, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was all due to Tom. So I gave him an option. So I said, look, Tom, we're in the first round. We're actually boxing his fight. We're going to have to change something here. I gave him the option to do what he liked doing, which is pressing, coming forward, being aggressive, and he managed to execute it and got the win.
Yeah, nice. And I love that. If you're able to, so you read the first round, you can see that he's not his best or he's not being effective for that style.
Yeah.
And then you're able to just make a change. And then they all must listen to you. They must follow your instruction.
Yeah.
Because it obviously works.
In high quality fights like that, when you got two very good boxers, tactics is what wins fights. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And Jai, you've been sparring Vegas Larfield. Who else have you been sparring? Like top quality fighters?
I got some good rounds down there at Melbourne with some guys that was from the gym there. But they were just good rounds with them guys. Yeah.
Yep.
Got nine rounds out.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They were very good.
Yeah,
very good
nice.
boxers as well.
Yeah. And that's again making the most of the trip.
Yeah.
You know, it's not often you're around all the athletes, and even if you're fighting or not fighting, to get more experience with the sparring.
Yeah.
Making the most of it. So good, man. How many fights do you have?
Coming away from that weekend, I think.
At the tournament, was it 1, 2, or 3?
After tournament, 2 fights. So,
Anyone have the 3 out of these kids?
No, I think most of them had 2 or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a straight final.
I read in an article that potentially you could be going to Spain for maybe, it said 2 of our athletes, which was Aaron Grealey and then Craig Evers, were selected to. You haven't got the slot, but it's still like a possibility that you're going to go to Spain.
Yeah.
That's for the youth world titles.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's all the best in the world
Yeah.
at that age division.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. You know, you're at the right gym.
Yeah.
All the rounds are
100%.
here.
100%.
Well, after Aussies, this is where the hard work begins if they get chosen. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, you know, it only gets a little bit harder from here. But if also won 8 gold, then the competition's here. All the helps within this place.
No other clubs doing that.
What do you think, Coach Ball? Like, who else won this amount of medals this year? Was there anyone else?
I think we were the club that won the most
Yeah,
medals,
wow.
to be honest. But that comes down to the structure and the teamwork that All Star Boxing has. You know, we've got all these. Credit to all the coaches that are here that are helping out as well. So without these coaches and the support of all the parents and everyone else, this wouldn't be possible without them.
And Herb, you're in the gym every day. So when us pros train, and we're finishing up, you're walking in Monday to Friday, all year round. So you're here with the kids, you understand the kids. And then I guess for you to help warm them up, you know what makes them tick, you know, you know what makes them special.
Yeah, well, I've been watching them for 5 years, so watching them every single day for the last 5 years. I know what they need to do, I know what they don't need to do, I know where they fall short, I know what they're best at. So I sit in the corner with Paul, and I'll tell him if he thinks we're up, or I'll tell him if I think we're up or if we're down. If he doesn't see something, I'll tell him what that is. And he goes in and changes a tactic or...
Herb's like my little lucky charm there in the back.
Yeah. Irish lucky charm.
I kind of see the stuff when he's busy, he doesn't see everything. So then I get to see the stuff he doesn't see.
Yeah, nice. And how does it make you feel having that right hand man that can just assist?
Exactly what Herb said. So just some things that I won't be able to see, because it's good to have a different coach's opinion as well. So sometimes you might not see the same thing, but he might say, he might give me a different tactic, and then I'll either take it or I'll leave it. Most of the times I'll normally just take what he tells me and then just implement it into tactics or
That's another whole level of coaching that makes maybe All Star special, is the synergy between everybody and the communication. Like you just said, some things you take on, some things you won't. But I guess things that you won't take on, this is coach to coach across all boards. If you're not going to take someone on, that's out of respect. That's because you maybe see something different, and vice versa. He may see something that you don't see.
It's really hard, because when you're the coach there, all your emotions and everything goes into the fighter, so you're all for the fighter. Sometimes you don't see the other things that you should probably see as a coach. Wow. That's why it's good sometimes to have Herb there, because that's what he sees. He's been with me for a long time now, so we pretty much have the same sort of eye when we're watching fights as well. It's a good team that we have, me and Herb.
Was it just you two that worked together down there?
We did work with other coaches down there as well. There's some very good coaches there. So you got the likes of Mick Dowley, Alan Nicholson, Frankie as well. So plenty of good coaches down there.
When you go there, even though we're a club and we're there to compete, do you still extract things from other teams and coaches?
Definitely. So when I'm in the corners with some of these coaches, I like to sit back and see how they coach, their method of coaching, and sometimes you can always learn things off them. Well, that's what I use it for anyway.
Yeah, nice.
For me, every time I go on these trips, I'm always taking little bits and pieces of information, something that you might have not thought you would have known, and then that's how you get better as a coach there. You learn as you go. Yeah.
Any last words for the boys here? You want to share any messages with this crew?
No, just
satisfied, happy with the performances?
Awesome,
Everyone fought, at their best, 100%.
I think for me, Aaron Grealey was a standout at the tournament there. Fought some really good opponents.
What made it stand out? What was amazing about it?
I think it was his ability to change tactics during fights. I have a set of calls that I'll obviously yell out to Aaron, and he was able to adjust even in the corners there. That seemed to be the key factor of him winning his fights.
Nice. All right, everyone, round of applause for these boys. Good work. And retreat, and we'll have the next wave.
Thank you.
One here, two down there. You work it out. Good work, boys. Leave it there.
Is that all right?
Is that yours?
So off.
Yeah. This is your one. We'll leave that there. I'll take Aaron at the bottom of it.
Oh, I've got campfire. I got you. Let's go.
Campfire.
It's cold in here. I'll try and get you to talk some more.
So, name, age, and weight division.
Baylor Goiris, 13 and 38 kilo division.
38 kilos.
Yeah.
Stewart Taggart, 12, 44 kilos.
Nice.
Jaspaa Stowers, 12, 48 kilos.
Both the same division?
48.
Oh, 48. 38, 48.
No, 44.
44, 48. Okay. So, this is a special one because this was your first Australian title.
Yeah.
And how long have you been boxing for now? It hasn't been that long.
I think it's 3 years.
3 years. Far out. So, I started training you at the start.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
I think I was 11.
11?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So, obviously I take the All Star Boxing classes, 7 p.m. But when I came back from Thailand, I was away for 2 years, and I came back and I was like, oh, look, need some extra money. I'll do all these classes, all that kind of jazz. And then your parents came in to do some training.
Yeah.
And you were only young. You were too young for the fighters class. You had no experience, you know. So I saw something special in you and gave you extra time.
Yeah.
We were doing the classes with the adults. And then I said, look, let's train on Saturdays. I had some other kids come in. And then we were just doing some rounds, some partner work. And you had lots of angry tears
Yeah.
and all those hissy fits. And look, now it's all paid off because now you're Australian champion.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's a special story because I don't think any of you, your family, would have forecasted this 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think you all would have thought, oh, this is going to be, you know, Australian champion in the making, but obviously you did it.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning. Stewart, another special thing. So you're Australian champion now.
Yeah.
First time Australian champ, yeah?
Yes.
And we did a podcast a while ago, episode, and I was going to have you in, but it didn't happen because you lost that weekend. We've all gone through these waves, wins and losses, and then it shows wins and losses don't really matter. Yeah, it's all the experience. But when you win at the greater events, that's where it all matters. So these losses in the past, I know we've all felt the slumps, and you felt it too, and you're a bit down and all that kind of jazz. But now winning this Australian title, all those don't matter. In the past, it really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Most of those fights are just for experience.
Yep.
You know, you take wins and losses, but it comes down to can you win when it matters. Yeah.
And that's where I've seen athletes over the years, boxers, look amazing in the gym under the lights, but when it comes to big events, they still freeze. I've seen it.
There's people did that at the weekend.
Yeah.
There was some that we were watching from other clubs and stuff, and they usually look pretty good. Sometimes they fight in them smaller venues and stuff pretty well, like quite like a gun, you know, on super pad work and all this here, and then they got in and just froze.
Yeah.
You know.
And Jaspaa, another interesting story because you're in the 48 kilo division.
Yeah.
But I've seen some old photos of you being a sumo boy. You had some weight on you.
Yeah.
So, and then you lost it all with the training.
Yeah.
You're still playing footy, or you're full boxing now?
Full boxing, but just a little bit at school.
Yeah. And
That's a great story in itself for Jaspaa. So Jaspaa was obviously a little bit heavier than what he is, and obviously he had goals to try and lose the weight. What was one of the goals? Get a six pack, I think.
Yeah,
it was?
you get a six pack
Get a
and
six
win
pack.
my first fight.
And then look at him now. You know?
he,
Gold medalist for Australia.
yeah, nice. I bet the family's proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's, you know, cheering you on and just ecstatic with you guys coming home with gold.
Yeah.
Amazing. And look, Herb, and this is another topic because you're both coaches.
Yeah.
And you're both fathers of boxers that compete.
Yep.
Is it? How do you coach your own child in the corner? Are you a bit more triggered, a bit more emotionally attached?
Yeah, you're more emotionally attached. Yeah, I was nervous for weeks coming up to it, but then once I get in there, you gotta let that go. You gotta let it go. You gotta pretend. I pretend it's someone else. So I do. So whenever I see him get in, I'm like, right, it's not him, it's someone else. I've just got to do it like one of the other guys. Because if I become too emotionally attached, then all the emotions come out. I start yelling. I get angry. I get sad.
Wow.
And then it will mess him up. So and I would end up losing the fight for him.
Yeah, wow.
You know, so I got to try and pretend it's someone else. It's not my kid.
Is that still difficult to do? Is that still hard to do?
No. Once I get in the corner and he gets in, I just switch it.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
turn it off. Pretend he's not my kid. It's someone else's kid. He's not my worry.
I guess it's more so the more times you do it, the easier it becomes.
Yeah.
When you're in the ring and coaching your own son, because Herb is right. Like it is a hard thing to try and coach your son because there's a lot of emotions attached to it. But I think over the years it just gets easier and easier.
I saw your fight. You fought once or twice?
I fought once.
Once, yeah. Saw your fight. Mum posted it, and then you won at the end.
Yeah.
And did you cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you just like,
Tears of joy.
yeah, tears of
Yeah.
joy, man, just jumping around, and you know you're still respectful of the team,
Yeah.
helping out of the ring. But what did you feel?
I know, really, really excited.
Yeah, were you nervous before
Yeah, I was really nervous.
Yeah. And then when you're in there, you'll just stick to task,
Yeah.
do what the coaches say. What was Bailey's tactic? Because he was a bit taller.
It's like up to 3 punches.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Program up to 3. What I saw was working you, like example 1, 2, but you had this last jab, boom, that's 3.
Yeah,
that was working, that popped him. 1, 2, bang. It was just a jab.
Yeah, so what I saw there was, so it's just patterns. So I was able to identify that Bailey's opponent, every time Bailey would attack, his opponent was just moving back in a straight line. So I knew the first 2 punches would miss, but I knew the 3rd or 4th punch would land. So that was the tactic. And then we stuck to it and it worked. We didn't actually change anything.
Yeah, didn't need to.
We didn't need to because it was working. So if it's working, just keep doing it.
Yeah, nice. And I love that you guys can see that and just stay on it, you know. And I guess it's the fighter's job to stay concentrated.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like it's easy, but I think the biggest part is, can the boxer execute? You know, that's what it really comes down to. Do they have full trust in your coaches to be able to execute the task? And I would say majority of them did. So credit to these guys.
Yeah, nice. Any difficulties with the fight? Was it difficult? Did you breeze through it?
It was pretty fine with me. I didn't find it too difficult. I was able to execute the tasks pretty well.
Yep. So just like Dad, Herb comes in every day, you and your brother come in every day, training before the amateur class starts. So you're doing all those extras and warming up and training, do what you need to do. So you're super fit. When I watch your fights, non-stop. When I watch your spars, non-stop, you know, non-stop. So would you say, because you do the breath work and the ice bath every day?
Yeah, every day.
Every day for how long?
A
couple of years?
Was it 3 years now?
Yeah,
3
something
years.
like that, yeah.
Ice bath in the morning?
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect you? No? Do you feel it's really helped your boxing?
Definitely. It's made me with the concentration and everything, and it just helps so much.
Nice. Oh, I love it. So I'm an advocate for it now too. Ice bath, breath work, and one day I love to get all these fighters around. You know, we can do this stuff and make a weekend of it, and just really get everyone who's mentally strong, because it's a mental thing. You know. Anyway, anything you want to talk about with these boys?
Jaspaa, do you want to say anything about how your fight went, how you felt?
Oh, I actually felt like I was the best, like fitness or like breathing.
Best shape
and
you've ever
everything,
been in?
I felt like the prep was like really good prep, like the runnings in the morning, the eating that I had to do, like to just get down so I can eat and be strong for the fight. Yeah, it really helped.
Wow.
I would say that's probably one of Jaspaa's best performances. He looked sharp. Everything was on point.
Wow. And you've been pretty talented, being like just that natural athlete. When it comes to the footy and the boxing, when I watch you in there and you're sparring, you look like you're in your groove, kind of dancing, moving around, defensively just on, you can see everything. Amazing, good performance.
Yeah, good performances. It's hard to say because everyone did really well.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Everyone did really well. Everyone listened, did their best. Probably their best performances, I would say, so far.
Nice.
Up to date, yeah.
And that's what you want, just always exceeding.
Yeah.
Always getting better. And how do you guys feel as coaches? Like, now that you've kind of stepped away and you've seen the results, and you probably had other trainers and coaches and everyone call you and you've been on the phone, how are you now?
I'm still processing it all. Haven't quite. I'm still buzzing over the weekend, so it's still the adrenaline, everything's still there. Just still trying to process it, but I think I'm just trying to keep humble, to be honest. So that's the way it's been with me. So
yeah, nice. You know, it works. Like all of you kids are here every day after school, pretty much after school, come to training. You're family now, you know, All Star Boxing family, because you're all around each other every single day.
How do you feel, Herb?
How do I feel? I'm just back down to normal.
Back to it.
I don't live on it very long.
Yeah.
I'm not a big winner-loser person. I'm just get the job done, fucking move on.
Yeah, nice.
I would say
what's next?
I would say that on the last day when everything was over, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Just from all the adrenaline and, you know, just being really happy for the team. They've all done well, so good on them. That's all the hard work they've put into.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's probably a challenge in itself. You've got 10 athletes, and let's say, example, 8 fight on the day. You have to prep all of them. You're emotionally invested. They succeed or lose, and then you're on to the next.
Yeah,
You got to change it.
I think there was one day there where I had 5 or 6 in a row. I think it was back to back. So I was
Back to
bouncing
back.
from one corner to the other. But
Yeah, wow.
I do that on a daily basis, like at normal tournaments. So
Yeah.
that stuff just becomes that's just normal to me.
Wow, man.
Being switched on every single time. So it's
Yeah,
a hard
nice.
thing to do, but if you can do it, it just becomes easy and normal.
Yeah, special. All right, guys, round of applause. Go ahead, boys. Now get out. Go ahead, brother.
This is the most I've talked in my whole life.
I love it. This is it. You're in your element.
I'm just like
You're in your element. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Kenzie. You know what? That actually makes sense. I got the gold medalist on this side. No.
So, age, name, weight division.
Mackenzie Allen, under 15s, 46 kilos.
Nice.
Chaise Courtenay, 54 kilos, 13 years old.
Nice.
Tahlea Toohey, 63 kilo, female youth, 17 years old.
Nice.
too heavy, too old.
Coach Paul, 91 plus.
Miles Lucy, aka Big Scorpion, baby. Oh, yes. I never said that, actually. So, we got our 2 silver medalists.
Yeah.
So, congrats, good on you, okay? Chase, interesting story. You've been undefeated.
Yeah.
You had this streak, you know, every time I seen you after tournaments, you're like, yeah, you know, 12-0, 13-0, 14-0,
Yeah.
and then the Australian title. But this is it. This is boxing. This is sport. This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
So you can see all these wins don't matter until the big ones.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't matter. Like, we come back, we do it again. You know, how did you feel? First of all, sorry, Chase. Performance. You feel he won, or was that?
No, I think the right winner won on the day. So
Yep.
wasn't Chase's best performance. I think me personally, I think it just came down to nerves.
Australian titles. It's a big thing.
It's it's a big stage in front of everyone. That's just my thoughts on it. If it was the same fight at a normal tournament, I think it would have been a different story. But that's sometimes that happens.
Yep.
Take it from experience. I've been there I've been Aussies about 4 or 5 times, all silvers.
Wow.
Couldn't go out get the gold, so so I understand where Chaise and Tahlea come from, how they feel. Yeah.
And that's good news. If you know you didn't fight your best, you know there's more room there
Yep.
to do so, yeah?
Definitely know what I can improve on from the fight.
Yep.
Obviously a little disappointed after the fight with how I performed, because I definitely know I could have won that fight. A little disheartened because I had my dad and my papa come down to watch me fight, but so that was obviously a little frustrating having to get out of the ring and see them. But there's always next year, and I'll be back for gold.
Ooh, there it is.
That's the right attitude too.
There it is, man. So look, family came to support you. Man, win or lose, everyone, win or lose, like, you're in that ring doing it. You're in the gym doing it every single day. So, man, like, not many people can wear your shoes and do that. So be proud, yeah?
Yeah.
Crazy. Just the one fight? Was it the first fight?
Yeah,
Straight
just a straight final.
Straight to the final.
Credit to his opponent as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Good attitude, We bounce back.
Yeah.
We're back in the gym. Do it again.
Yeah.
And you're young. How old are you? 13?
13.
Crazy. I had my first amateur fight at 16.
Yeah.
So I started late. And you've got plenty of time, okay? We're at the best gym. Gonna keep going on from here. Yeah?
Yep.
Tahlea, so performance?
She tried her best. Just couldn't quite get the tactics right. Couldn't execute as well as what we would have hoped for, but she tried.
Nice. How do you feel? Silver medalist. You took home a medal.
Yeah, it was a good experience, and congratulations to my opponent. I'll be back training next week,
Nice.
all refreshed and ready for what's next.
That was your first Aussies?
My third Aussies,
Third.
yeah.
So you're not new to, you're not an original All Stars boxer?
Yeah, no. I started here in February.
Where did you come from?
Bedezit Boxing Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different here? With the All
Yeah,
Star players?
a lot different. Much more, a lot more people. I was pretty much like the only amateur at my old club. It's a lot different, but I love it here. It was a good move, yeah.
Nice.
Credit to Tahlea's previous coach too. He's done an amazing job with Tahlea. You know, brought up pretty much from a young age. Yeah. So
wow.
Credit to him.
And that's the interesting thing too. When you take on a fighter that's kind of been conditioned by somebody else, do you have to change much, or are they already at a level where you can just they're already there?
I would say just tweak a few things and build and add more skills. You know, just give them more skills and just different looks and things like that.
Yep. Nice. And Mackenzie, you won the best women's boxer of the tournament.
Under 15.
Under 15s.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was pretty excited. Didn't really realise I was going to get that award. So
Was that your first Aussies?
yeah, it was my first Aussies.
Wow. One fight?
Yeah, only straight final.
Straight finals.
And you got best female boxer. It must have been
Yeah.
a crazy performance.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. You know, I always know I can improve in my performances, but you know, I felt like I was able to overcome nerves and things because I always have trouble dealing with my emotions. So
Yeah.
I feel like my biggest win was actually being able to control my nerves a little bit more.
Wow.
In the
Yeah,
ring.
I was actually surprised. This fight here, Mackenzie was able to control emotions really well. So the nerves, things like that, wasn't too shaky. I still think there's a lot more in Mackenzie left. So that was a good performance, but probably not as good as what I've seen Mackenzie here.
Nice.
So there's still a little bit more there. So
Nice.
just
nice.
need to be able to transfer that in the ring. But
Yep.
Mackenzie performed really well.
Wow.
She, overcame obstacles there. I think she got an 8 count put on her.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it was an 8 count, but she overcame that and
Nice.
managed to get the win. So it's good.
When you say overcome your emotions, have you had experiences in the past where what's happened?
Where I've just, you know, before my fight, I'm not actually worried about fighting. I'm worried about like what other people think. So like my parents, if I lose, what will their reaction be? You know, just fighting the fight before you actually get in the ring.
Wow.
So, you know, and then I get in there and I'm exhausted because all day I've been freaking out about it. And then in the warm-up, I'm not on or whatever. So it was actually a really good experience for me to just, you know, calm down and just go, you know, I have to get in the ring, I have to fight, I have to win. Sort
Wow.
of thing.
That's huge, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people, whether they have their own kind of obstacles to really overcome, that's still, for some people can say, oh yeah, I can jump in the ring easy, but for some others like yourself, that's still a huge thing to do. You can look good in the ring, in the gym, but when it comes to under the lights, it's hard to perform in front of all those people watching.
Yeah.
So, you know, credit to you being able to just overcome your own fears of, you know, fears of failure, because we all have that, and just going for it anyway and coming home with the best female boxer. That's pretty crazy. What's your family said?
Their reaction was kind of, I think they're still a little bit shocked about
wow.
it. My dad was kind of like, good job, and we haven't really talked much about it after it. But no, I've got a couple younger siblings who have boxed, and my little brother's still boxing, and they were all really happy. And my little brother's like, I've got to beat you now, I've got to be better. So they were all pretty happy.
Yeah. Nice. Wow. Good job to all of you. I was supposed to ask you before, what did Dad say to you after the fight?
He pretty much just spoke to me about, well, he
Pack
asked
your
me.
bag.
He said, he asked me what I thought I did wrong in the fight. So we pretty much had a conversation on what happened in the fight, how I performed and stuff like that. We spoke about how I could get back to performing at 100%. He told me not to be, obviously it was tough losing, but told me not to dwell on that because there's many more things to come in boxing. and he said he just wanted me to know that he's proud of me, pretty much.
Yeah, nice.
Making it to Aussies, like, not a lot of people do that.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yep.
Big deal.
Amazing. Both yous, all of yous done amazing.
Yeah.
Crazy. And what a month for All Star. And I keep telling everyone, my partner May and Cameron, Reese, I keep saying, man, the next 5 years of All Star is gonna be crazy. I keep saying that. Like, I'm so excited to set this podcast up. Anyway, Jesus.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay.
Need some water?
Yeah.
You alright?
We'll cut
Yeah.
that.
Nah, don't cut it. Leave
We'll
it.
cut
It's
it
alright.
out.
No, leave it. No, leave it. Leave it.
Guys, he only cried for Liam, and then
Leave
he
it.
cried for you guys.
Yeah, I didn't realise Mick Jarvie did in that one. Nobody spotted it.
I know.
Yeah, it's
The-
good. It's good. It's
the energy is
alright,
here.
talk,
Yeah.
This is the club.
Yeah.
This is where it's at.
This is it,
Yeah.
Fuck. So I always see you kids like. It's funny because me and Liam, we look at you guys and we think, oh, could I beat him at 12 years old? Could I beat him at 13? I don't think so because you guys have evolved.
Yeah.
You're their next wave. You guys have the older guys to look up to. You guys are all kind of keeping each other on. You're competing with each other. You're sparring with each other. You're sparring all the boys. And you're a girl, So like you guys are doing this stuff. And what makes me proud to be a part of this club is just that's what I say to these guys. The next 5 years is gonna be crazy for all of you. You guys are kids still, babies. So I just see I'm a part of something great.
Yeah.
I really am. Like even though I'm still an active fighter and I'm doing all of that, I get to position myself with you guys. That's gonna do amazing shit. Like forever.
I still remember when me and you had that conversation, how we said that this would all blow up, and we're starting to see it now.
Dude.
So, yeah.
Those nights you had to drop me home. And we'll talk in the car. We'll be buzzing like off, like, man, this could really go somewhere.
Yeah,
and we'll look at it now.
That's
So
it. It's all starting to fall into place now. So
I keep joking that coach of the year, but it's gonna happen, and we don't need to like rub it in anyone's face. We don't need to say, oh, we're the best. Like let the results do the talking.
Yeah.
And you guys are still so young. Like that's the cool thing, So big future for you guys and for All Star Boxing.
Yeah.
So credit to you guys. You guys, this is your life, and you're putting all your energy into these kids and developing them. Whether they stay or whether they go, we want them all to do amazing things. But you're now a key component to these kids' life.
Yeah.
More than just a sport.
But you better not go where I'm coming looking for you.
And I knew this would be a good episode, so all of you, congrats. And we'll do one more round of applause. Good work.
Breaking something?
Yeah.
So just overall, just for the Queensland team that were there, so individual awards. So Mackenzie Allen obviously got best under 15 female boxer. Aaron Grealey got best male youth boxer. There was another award there. I'm not sure who won that. So best female youth boxer.
Paige, I think.
Probably Paige Robinson. Yeah. And overall for Queensland, so I think Queensland won every single award for the team. So team Queensland team award. So best youth male team, best youth female team, best junior team, and best under 15 team. So that's a really good accomplishment for Queensland there. And to all the coaches as well. I think there was about 9 coaches all up that went there. Yeah, so credit to all the coaches and all the athletes that went there and put in the work.
Yeah, nice.
I think so. Overall, I think we got 18 golds and 14 silvers for Queensland.
Yeah, wow.
So that's a massive accomplishment.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously the state to be in.
The state to be in.
Yeah. Now, thanks, guys, and we finally got this done. So, share this with all your friends, families, and show everyone how cool you are. Everyone be proud of the club. So, good work, guys. One more. Yeah, baby.